Well, hello and welcome. Today we are going to learn how to use a new port as a serial port communication. As you might know, the Arduino card has two ports specifically designed to for serial communication. This is port 0 for reception and port 1 to transmission. But sometimes you need to connect more elements here, and then you are not able to use port 0 and port 1 for serial communication. Then, using the code in the Arduino, you can change the port designed for serial communication. In this case, I'm going to send data from this Arduino board to this Arduino board using serial communication, and I am going to use port A5 and port A4 in this Arduino card, and port A0 and port A1 for serial communication in this Arduino. So the behavior is really easy. This card it's going to get the input in port number 2. This is a button. This is going to produce the digital input. I provide this output in port number 7 just to be sure that the card receives the data from this button. But this card is going to produce an high output in this LED when I press this button, but also it is going to send a message using the serial port from this card to this other card. And when this card gets the data from this button, this LED is going to turn on or it is going to turn off. So allow me to show you the code for each card. This is the card number 2. This is going to be the code number 2, and this is going to be the code number 1. Of course, we need to create two separate codes for each card. So for card number 1, as I told you, I'm going to use the serial port A0 as reception and A1 to transmission. And in card number 2, I'm going to use A4 as reception and A5 to transmission. So as you know, we need to connect reception from one card to transmission of the second card. So A4 has to be connected with A1 and A0 has to be connected with A5. So allow me to show you again, and here it is. A0 goes connected with A5 and A1 goes connected with A4. So with this I got my serial communication. Now the next part of my program is to create the variables that I need to store the data from the serial communication, and also I need to specify if my pin is going to be an output or an input. As I told you, my card number 1 it's going to be the one that receives data. So port number 2 it's an output, and here it is, port number 2 it's an output. In card number 2, the port number 2 it's the input. So again, let me show you. Here it is. This is card number 2 and 2 it's output, and I also included port number 7 as an output because I need to check this input in the first card. The second part is the communication speed configuration. We are going to use the standard 9600 value as a baud rate, and after that, this is really important. We need to check for the serial port to be ready, and also we need to start the new serial port. As you know, this is usually used for the ordinary serial port. I mean, when we use the original port 0 and port 6. So with this we start the basic basically, or the basic or the first serial port, and with this I start my secondary serial port. Remember, we're going to change the serial port, uh, the SIGNET ports. So I need to start the original serial port, and then I need to start the secondary or the new serial port. After that, the instructions are exactly the same as in any serial communication. This is going to read if I press the button. If I press the button, I'm going to send a two value in serial port. Look, I am using my new serial port. I am using these ports. And also I turn on the LED just to be sure that I press this button. And if I don't press the button, I want to send the low value. So this is going to send the data into this card, and then I'm going to read the data from my serial, that is this one. It can be confused because I am using the same names in both programs. Maybe this one could be my serial 2 and this could be my serial 1, but I want you to understand that now he's going to use my serial for this program, that is port A0 and port A1. So it gets the data, it compares the data. If the data is the number 2, then the LED is going to turn on, and if the data is number 0, the LED is going to turn off. So that's really easy, right? As as a resume, you only need to specify the name of your new port. You can use any name. You need to specify the reception port, the transmission port. You need to start the original serial port, wait for the serial port to be ready, and start the new serial port. So this is important. And after this, you can use the instructions that you know. You only need to specify if you want to use this new serial port. This is the name I choose, so I write this name and I use it as always. And that's it. I hope this was useful for you, and see you the next time. Have a good day.